All right, Scorpio and Ophiuchus, welcome to your monthly Sidereal Astrology forecast for December of 2015. My name is Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology, very different from mainstream astrology, which you can find more about below. All right, Scorpio and Ophiuchus. So this month, another very transformative month involving your ruler Mars, and it's going to be for these first couple weeks. Mars is going to be forming a T-square up to Pluto and Uranus here for these first couple weeks. So it's all about transformation. It's all about non-attachment, especially with you, because the Mars in these readings represents you in the chart. So you're transforming. There's this sort of metamorphosis happening, and then by the end of the 2 weeks, it's almost like you emerge transformed. You emerge out of the cocoon, so to speak, and it's through this this sort of T-square that's been actually going on for the past few years, involving Pluto and Uranus, this square energy, and with a lot of the planets joining up with it. So here it's been about your second house of the financial material matters, which has been going through major changes over the past many years, I would say, in terms of what you value in life, which then reciprocates to the material stuff. And then you've got your fifth house, which is all about self-expression, which is about finding that true voice, that freedom there. And when you are expressing yourself, you are doing, your hobbies, you are connected to your passions in life, there is that freedom as a result. But it's been all about integration. So it's about bringing in, these energies and working with them. So essentially what we have is we've got Mars, your ruler, here in your 11th house. And this is the house that has to do with our ideals. It has to do with group stuff, community things, progressive things. Could be friends on some level, could be technological on another. So whatever it is for you personally, there's been a lot of drive, a lot of motivation here, and it could be quite enjoyable as well with Venus here also. But now it comes under this test. And so the test is to have non-attachment as best as you can when it comes to whatever it is you're motivated towards, whatever it is you're working on involving the group or organizational stuff. So the more willing you are to go with the flow, the more willing you are to change things. And in fact, it's a great couple weeks for actually changing your viewpoint, and maybe even quite literally that particular area, if it's friends or organizations or whatever. And what you'll find is that when you're in tandem with it, it becomes much more constructive. Now Mars ruling your first house also rules your sixth. So, it on some level might have to do with changing up your routine, changing up your diet, and maybe the daily work environment so that you can have, all of this old stuff being cleared away. Because that's essentially what's happening, is that all of the old stuff, all of the old garbage that's just no longer serving you is being stripped away and being cleared away from this. And then that's what's going to result is you having much more space with yourself and in your life. So that's going to be strongly emphasized from the 5th to the 8th with this aspect. And then again, being open to change with the financial material stuff, as well as your self-expression and any hobbies, playful things, anything that's close to your heart, basically. And then you'll find this very, very useful, in fact. So that's going to be the first week. And then on the 9th, Mercury goes into Sagittarius in the middle of this, which is actually quite nice, much more expansive energy for Mercury to be in. And one thing I want to say too is for those of you watching this for Ophiuchus, happy birthday to those of you who have your sun sign, who are watching this for your sun sign, have your birthdays this month. But here, this shift is, I think a lot of you will be focused more on the self from about the 5th onward when the sun goes into Ophiuchus. So it's a good time to express yourself, to tap into that creative, playful spirit, which is going to really be emphasized for you Ophiuchus. Now, this has already been the case for a lot of you Scorpio, so it'll just be more of that same focus and attention and gaining energy through movement and action, which has been Saturn. And let's not forget, these first 5 days of the month, we still have Saturn squaring up to Neptune. I want to mention this, this is that uncertainty and that doubt, okay? So if you're feeling that for the first 5 days, it's just a receding energy from November when it already went exact, so it's becoming a lot easier in terms of who you are, where are you headed, what are your goals, what are your plans. A lot of that is unknown, but it's all about still working at it slow and steadily, which has been Saturn in your first house. So when you're constructive with it, you're patient, you're assuming these healthy responsibilities like you may have over the past couple months. But although it's unknown, it's that slow and steady approach which can really assist this. But again, the faith has to be there, the trust has to be there, that everything is unfolding in regards to who you are and your goals in life in divine timing. So anyways, this is the first week. And then from the 9th through the 12th, your ruler then opposes up to Uranus exact, up to these houses here. So the key with this is, watch any extremes. Uranus is that planet of sudden changes. We want to revolutionize. We want to free ourselves up from some sort of restrictions. And maybe there is something to listen to about that. But it's about implementing it slowly and with tact and with balance, because on one side you've got the organizational, other-oriented energy, then you've got all this self-expression, this passion, this playfulness trying to break free, okay, and vice versa. So it's about seeing really that there is no difference between what you're really passionate about and what the world needs or what the community or organization needs. And when you find that balance, you'll know it because it'll be in sync. And then in that way, it's actually a great time to have freedom, have freedom of self-expression and have freedom in a healthy sense when it comes to those organizations of you being yourself, you being your true self there. And then, of course, that's all still very transformative with Pluto in the mix. So from the 10th to the 11th, though, right after this, we have a nice aspect. Venus trining up to Neptune could be easy going for you in regards to relationships, which is quite nice. Maybe even getting some rest and relaxation since Venus rules your 7th and your 12th house. And then on the 11th, we have a new moon in your first house. And this is especially for those of you who are watching this for Ophiuchus. So new beginnings here for now the next 2 weeks and also the next 6 months involving your goals, your plans, your drives, all these things that, with Saturn close by, you may have been taking quite seriously and working hard towards. But now it's about planting seeds, trying new things. And it really is a new beginning in many ways. So as the month unfolds, you'll gain more energy from this, but especially around this middle part, reflect on it. The energies will be lower at this time and experiment, just try new things. And then over the next couple weeks, over the next 6 months, you'll find a lot of these seeds starting to sprout. You can nurture them, and it's very much relating to you and your goals. Now, on the 16th, this is where we get into the second half of the month where it becomes, it shifts, becomes a little bit easier astrologically speaking. And all of this, too, depends on your personal chart. I can't stress that enough. No matter what's going on collectively, most important thing is what's going on in your personal chart, personally. But anyways, Venus goes into Libra here on the 16th, which is a much better position for Venus to be in. It's not the best house for her to be in. This is, actually it is. It's not bad. It's about going with the flow. It's about taking it easy. It's about having maybe more of a spiritual, easy connection with your relationships. I feel like relationship stuff for you in particular, especially with Venus well placed in Libra, it's just going to sort of uplift. It's just going to become easier. Those inner relationships, okay? But here it could be easy going. It's going with the flow, maybe spiritual pursuits, and that space. It's so much needed in our life, but you can really enjoy that with Venus here. All right, so that's from the 16th, and then on the 19th, Mercury conjoins up with your traditional, modern day ruler Pluto, okay? So here it's, I think, naturally around the 19th, you guys could be feeling quite mercurial, quite talkative, quite social, quite communicative. And it's all going through this transformation process. So on one hand, because it's your ruler, you're getting that dose of Mercury involved with this. But on the other hand, the mind and the communication is all changing. So again, be open to change with this, especially because it is forming that T-square up to Mars and Uranus with this. So it's transformation again. And I think what's really going to be transforming with you, though, is going to be your view of things. Mercury's your 8th house ruler. It's also your 11th house ruler. And, so your view of life, your view of beginnings and endings, all of that's changing this month. And also the group stuff, organizational stuff, going through another sort of transformation. Not as impactful as Mars because, this Mercury stuff happens at least once every year with a conjunction up to Pluto. But certainly being open to change is really, really key with this. And it could be really good for channeling this intense thought and willingness to dive deep into maybe the material, into the financial stuff to really get to the bottom of it so you can make change there as well, as it has been the case. And it's really about what you value in life, reflecting on that first, and then as a result, disseminating that to the other, more earthly elements of it. So that's going to be the 19th, and on the 21st, the sun then goes into Sagittarius, and this is going to be about a focus now shifting more to financial material stuff. Your values in life, and you could gain energy, in fact, by enjoying the simple pleasures, being grateful for what you have this month. And And, that good meal, that rest, that relaxation, things like that could be quite enjoyable, and you could be learning quite a bit about your values. Now, on the 25th, which will be Christmas, for those of us who celebrate Christmas, we've got full moon in your 8th house. So a lot of this is being illuminated now in terms of what's really meaningful to you in life around the holidays. So balancing this with all the second house energy is seeing that, yeah, there's a lot of material stuff. There's a lot of that stuff beginning and shaping up for you. But at the same time, this is going to illuminate, what's really meaningful, the non-material stuff, and what's really deep. So it's a culmination point from over the past 6 months with everything deep you've been involved with, whether it's healing, transformation, whatever it might be. And so now you have that awareness, and you can bring that awareness to the other areas and really balance out this very earthly stuff that's transforming for you, so you can see beyond that, denser second house there. Okay, so that's going to be very illuminating. And then on the 25th as well, Uranus does go station direct in that 5th house of yours. So if you have been feeling like a lot of the stuff regarding your self-expression involving creativity and passions has been sort of in the back burner, you'll probably notice a lot of that starting to move forward. All right, Scorpio and Ophiuchus, well, I hope you guys have a great month. Thanks for watching. Do stay tuned for this message regarding the special that I'm running between now and the end of December for the holidays. All right, take care. See you next time. All right, so it's that time of the year again for the holidays. I'm running a special this year. Get one reading for yourself for 2016 and gift that exact same reading to a friend or family member for the holidays. So whether it's a live phone or Skype session, whether it's a 1-hour recorded reading or a mini birth chart reading, you get that exact same reading you can gift out. So for more information on that, do click the link directly below. And I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday season. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe because I also do daily and weekly videos. And I'll see you all next time. Take care.